It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget what the government did and didn't do over the last number of years. I'm not going to forget what the police forces in countries all around the world did to their own citizens. The overreach and tyranny that they participated in because they were just following orders. I'm not going to forget any of that. I'm not going to forget children being ripped out of school, being taken away from their friends and shoved into online classes that were not helpful to them, that damaged them emotionally and psychologically, that they in some ways might never come back from. Kids are resilient, but I'm not sure how resilient. I'm not going to forget the fact that friends of mine, that loved ones of mine, lost their jobs and their businesses because they would not follow totalitarian, crazy regulations and crazy mandates that didn't change anything, that didn't help anything. I'm not going to forget the fact that because of government oversight, because governments are not tremendously good oftentimes at responding to emergencies, I didn't get to see my family for 3 years. I still haven't seen my family, and I'm not the only one. I'm not going to forget the fact that people couldn't see their loved ones as they were dying in hospital. They couldn't go to cemeteries, couldn't go to their funerals, couldn't say goodbye. I'm never going to forget any of that. Because if the last number of years has taught us anything, it's that government a lot of the time has no idea what they're doing. And they act without consequence, without repercussion, and you are the one who loses out. But they don't care. They don't care, and they never will. So I'm not going to forget. And I hope that you won't either.
Okay, guys, we got another person who has died from the cookie dough. And here it is, Julia and Julia. Food writing. Julia Powles dies at 49. Talks about Julia Powles, the best-selling food writer who chronicled her efforts to cook every recipe in Julia Child's Mastering the Art of French Cooking, and inspired the hit movie Julie and Julia, has died at age 49. Boy, these people are just dropping like flies. Here's the thing. This woman here had some very mean tweets about people who were not taking the cookie dough, right? So one person was talking about that it wasn't killing the right people. And she said, I would argue that it is. It's really killing the whatever you want to call them, Zaxters, right? And the non-suffocating people, right? Are dying in legions, is what she said. They're dying. So here she's talking about how they're dying because they're not taking the prescription that she was taking, right? So that's what she's saying. And now here it is, right on clockwork, like right at clockwork, because we said it was going to take around 2 to 3 years. And there she's gone. She's gone now at age 49. And, you know, guys, we should not be happy about this, but it is important that Jesus said, unless a grain of wheat falls to the ground, it will remain alone. But when these grains of wheat begin to fall, they will produce fruit. And the fruit that they produce is the evidence of what we've been saying is what we've been talking about. You know, we've been saying this. We've been saying it a long time. And now the conspiracy theory is no longer a theory. It's no longer a theory. It is, in fact, something else, right? Let's hear what they have to say here.
The hit movie Julia and Julia, during a 2009 appearance here on Today, Powell, she told Lester Holt that she started her food blog when she was turning 30, working as a temp, and had a career panic attack. So she spent a year cooking and writing about more than 500 recipes from a classic Julia Child cookbook. That blog took off. It became a book. And then it became this. a movie starring Meryl Streep and Amy Adams. Powell died last week from sudden cardiac arrest. She was just 49 years old.
Oh my gosh, so sudden and so young.
Heartbreaking.
Yeah, it really was sudden, you know. And so, oh boy. Anyway, it says here, somebody was talking about SADS. Let's see here. Julie Powell's from the movie Julia, dead at 49, a cardiac arrest, sudden adult death syndrome, SADS, after making many hateful tweets against the unvaxxed. Oh, you know what they would, people, right? These people. And so another sudden death, right? This is it. So anyway, I don't know what to say about this, guys. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But this is what happens. This is what happens when you spread hatred and you wish evil upon other people. It ends up coming back onto you. So this is not funny. It's very, very sad. She was a young woman, but she was really, really mean in her comments. And she bought the whole thing, hook, line, and sinker. And there she was, right? Anyway, it's important we know Jesus.
When you are serving God, you're not a part of no secret society.
No.
No secret order.
No. That's right.
No Masons.
That's right.
No Elks. No Illuminati.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
We don't bow to owls,
Go ahead, man.
elephants,
Amen.
and imagery.
Yeah.
We bow to God.
That's right. One true God. Go ahead, man.
How can you be a member of the Illuminati and then gonna say, thank God? You's a liar.
Amen.
The Illuminati is a cult.
Amen.
All that are in it are satanic.
Go ahead.
You're cult followers.
Go ahead,
I
brother.
don't care if you are millionaires, if you are pop artists. There is no God but one.
Amen. Go ahead, brother.
Just one.
Amen.
You can't be a preacher and
ahead.
be in the Illuminati. You can't be a preacher and be a Mason.